Alright, it's your boy Moolah. This week got that fat and we back with some more heat. They threw that water bottle at Kyrie because, he did his thing on him in Boston, man. And so they say dude got arrested for attempted assault or whatever. Let's see what he had to say about this joint right here. It's crazy out here in this world, people.
All right, we will start with Christopher
he mad.
Rubio, New York Daily News.
I'm already mad. He got his pick.
Hey, Kyrie.
What?
Obviously, there's been a lot of conversation about fan interaction with players, and then there's an instance tonight. I'm just wondering what you think can be done to prevent these interactions from happening in the future.
You tell me.
It's unfortunate, that sports has come to a lot of this, kind of crossroads where you're seeing a lot of old ways come up. It's been part of that. It's been that way in history in terms of entertainment, performers, and sports for a long period of time, and just underlying racism and just treating people like they're in a human zoo. Throwing stuff at people, saying things. There's a certain point where it gets to be too much. So, I called it out. I just wanted to keep it strictly basketball.
Still got on the Garnett jersey, man.
People just
Come on,
feel
man.
very entitled out here. They pay for the tickets. Great. I'm grateful coming in to watch
13, 14 years ago, brother. Stop it.
We're not at the theater. We're not throwing tomatoes and other random stuff at the people that are performing. It's too much. And it's a reflection on, us as a whole when you have fans acting like that. So, hopefully people learn their lessons.
Pick the front. Let them know.
Being arrested, but,
Black Power.
It's always going to be an occasion. So.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
Kyrie, can you just describe the motivation you had coming into this game? You didn't have your best performance in Game 3, but you handled everything tonight and kind of gave it back to the fans. So what was the feeling of satisfaction like for you?
What you mean?
Well, the job isn't finished.
We got to kill him.
Momentarily.
We're going home and take him out.
So it's momentary. So.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Take some of that to your mama.
You're muted, Brian.
Take that to your mama, too.
Tell
her I said hi.
I was asking what the difference was for you, Kyrie, from 3 to 4. I mean, did you notice different ways that they were defending you? Did you do something to get yourself in a different mental headspace? What did you do from 3 to 4 that allowed you to come out and have a night like you had tonight?
I was pissed off in Game 3.
Since I was a kid. I've been part of a lot of hostile environments since I was a kid. It's not the first time.
Look at that. Game 3, 16. I was mad.
From one of those
Game 4, 39. I was still mad from Game 3. Duh.
In terms of the big stage.
And I shot more.
So,
shot the ball 7 more times.
The last day or so, just spending some time with my teammates, spending time with myself, just having some conversations to keep me balanced and grounded, and then go out there and have fun and play basketball at a high level. I'm grateful to be able to
11 for 24.
Put on the uniform.
Game 3,
and just go perform with some guys that are very
selfless. Say all
2-pointers. Just wanted to see some good basketball out there.
My best time up on you would have had 26.
Things to help each other win.
Whatever.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Kyrie, could you just walk us through what happened? I mean, did the fan yell at you? Did the bottle hit you? What happened?
Oh, you want to know, huh?
It doesn't matter, honestly, Malika.
Thank you.
It's just these actions, like I said, are historically relative. When you think about just where we've come as a sport. It used to happen back in the day. A lot of older players went through it. And any great person, great entertainer, performer,
New York, Atlanta game was trash.
When you're achieving something bigger than yourself,
19,
you're gonna have a lot of
96,
adversity, animosity, and you just got to figure out a way to deal with it. So tonight, I think we collectively dealt with it.
That's right.
Anything could have happened with that water bottle being thrown at me, but my brothers were surrounded around me. I had people in the crowd, so just trying to get home to my wife and my kids.
You mentioned treating you as human, which should be a basic right. I'm just wondering what you would want folks who feel entitled to do that.
What you mean? Do the right thing.
How that makes you feel.
The hell type of question is
well,
this?
We keep saying things like we're human, but we don't get treated like we have rights when we're out there at times, and people feel entitled to go and do things like that. You know, we claim that we care about each other as human beings, but you know, we just call things out before they happen, like I did the other day, and like I'm telling people, just keep it basketball. And then you have things that happen at the Garden. You know, you got things happening in Utah, and you know, there's a lot of history there of things happening. So just do your research. I would say to everybody, and hopefully the respect of the game is kept at a high level moving forward.
That's right, Kyrie.
But I hope.
Ian O'Connor, New York Post.
Yeah, Kyrie, I was just wondering, before that water bottle was unfortunately thrown at you, what did you feel in the crowd these two nights? Did you feel that racism or subtle racism that you had warned about, or had they pretty much kept it strictly about basketball until that incident as you were walking off?
Well, like I said, I've been in some hostile environments where a lot of things have been said to me, a lot of things have been done to my teammates, or I've experienced some type of subtle racism that I'm referring to, you know, where it's just underlying throughout the game. You know, the things that they're saying is not necessarily about talent
basketball.
Or gifts. It's just more or less about moms or what you look like, or they're calling you out of your name. And like I said, you know, I joined this sport because I loved it. And inevitably, you know, you're going to have opposing fans do things that are going to help their team win. You know, they love being involved. I don't want to take away that nature.
From the Garden to the Garden, It's just happening in all the gardens.
As a person, man or woman, and someone calls you out your name or does something like that, it doesn't make you feel good. And then when you react, and we had times in history where people have reacted and gone in the crowd, then we're wrong. And we need to be civilized, and we need to keep our calm, and we need to keep our cool, and it's reflected on us. So, you know, like I said, just want to keep it upfront and truthful.
So
and just
when I go up somebody's head, you know what happened. So, they know what they did. Go ask them what happened.
The Athletic.
Harry, kind of piggybacking off Malika's question, James just said before you joined us that he doesn't think that banning fans does anything with this stuff because it continues to happen, and he'd like to see the process change with all this. I'm curious if you have a thought on that.
You gonna ban his family? Come on.
Yeah, I think each one of us have our own individual experiences, but as a black man playing in the NBA, you know, dealing with a lot of this stuff.
That boy got good aim,
really
though.
Difficult.
That's crazy.
You know, because you never know when it can happen, or what's going to happen at the end of the game or before the game. So banning fans, I get the objective.
On the KG jersey,
but at the same
Come
time,
on,
it
man.
doesn't stop
Stop
people
it.
from running on the court.
Take him straight to jail.
Update
his jersey.
People run on the court. You know, I've had situations. So
go get a Kyrie jersey.
Throughout my career, where
From
we don't really talk about it because we want to be mentally tough. We want to be tough-minded. We don't want to be called soft, or you know, we're not man enough to deal with boos. And you know, fans never block my shot, so I'm not worried about that type of physical, you know, type of violence. It's just, you know, when they start doing things that are just out of character, you know, just getting belligerently drunk, and you know, that's just what sports is. You mix drunk people out in the crowd that are cheering for their team. You know, you have some fans that are there to watch the quality of the game, and then you have a mix of in between, and then you got this intermixing, and then now we don't know who's who. But like I said, I just want to move on from this, man. You know, I've dealt with it as a player here as a Celtic.
Yeah, dropped 39 and 11. You know, gave him the business. So
you know, I just want to move on.
We'll see him on Tuesday.
Thanks, Kyrie.
Finish him off. Behead him.
Thanks, Kyrie.
Take him out on Tuesday. That's the end of Boston. He stepped on that. He stepped on that leprechaun face. He stepped him right in the eye, y'all. I'm telling you, y'all done pissed him off. Good job, Kyrie. But yeah, it's your boy Moolah. This week got that 5. And stop the racism, man. Man, it's crazy. Love, peace, and happiness, and hair grease. And I'm out. I'll be back with another one. I'm out of here.